hour of 8 o'clock. It is still a cold morning, and that is within Uganda. Most of the areas in Uganda. I don't know how it is in Kenya for now, but the Jamhuri celebrations for our brothers in Kenya did go on so well yesterday. Some people won scholarships, others did celebrate it, and of course, most people were in feasting moods. And I could tell you that is it. That is something that does happen at such a time of Independence Day celebrations. But besides that, let's get more of the motivation and inspiration hour. But before that, also, there are 13 minutes left for the markets on the Zabu platforms to open. It is Tuesday, so the markets are still open and it's not a public holiday. Dial star 292 hash, follow the prompts, get ready to kickstart your investment journey. Zabu says, my money, my future, powered by Altec East Africa, which reminds you to do something new every single day. So how about that with the platform that will kickstart off your investment journey? But do remember that it's quite important for you to note that with a minimum of 15,000 Ugandan shillings, your investment journey can easily be kickstarted off with Zabu. These markets are open at 8:15 a.m. They are yet to be open now and will be closing at 3:15 p.m. East African Standard Time. So by the time you are watching Yugi to collect from Uganda on Smart 24, the Zabu markets will be closing. So you can use our programming as your daily routine to remind you of your investment journey. Do something new today and see your money grow. All right. Now, besides that, just for you to kickstart off your day with a business tip as well as the business quote that will inspire your business. Let's kick it off with our business tip this morning. The business tip tells us to diversify. If you get more than 50% of your business from one customer or distribution channel, diversify. Don't become overly dependent on one source for your long-term economic well-being. That is the tip this morning, telling us to diversify. It is quite important for you to diversify and see that you do not quickly make any losses at the end of the day or incur expenses. In fact, if you're a business person, imagine if your 50% or your majority customers come from the same area, and these are people who are not permanently settled here. That means at the end of the day, in case something happens, they can shift and leave. So, or either way, if you only have one or two clients, then how are you going to expand? It's just simply reminding us to at least have extra sources of income that will be attracting our flow and our rise of our businesses. So if you want if your business to expand, you will clearly have to look out for various ventures to see it grow at the end of the day. So that is it for our business tip this morning. I hope you can have it at the back of your mind as you kickstart off your business day. Not only that, now let's get our business quote as we inspire you throughout this Tuesday morning. So the business quote is coming in from Senaka. Luck is a matter of preparation, meeting opportunity. Luck is a matter of preparation, meeting opportunity. So the opportunities that you think is being made or being created, and some people end up calling them luck. Well, apparently it may be luck, but it only hits someone who is ready for that opportunity. So when you've created an opportunity for yourself, you'll find out that luck is always hitting you because apparently you'll be ready to execute whatever comes your way. So that is the exact thing that the tip is telling us, that luck is a matter of opportunity, of preparation, and the opportunities will definitely be lying quite before you or in front of you. So that is your morning inspiration this hour. But now let's get into our SMB social media trends. Let's check out what was trending across different social media platforms and how people were reacting in there. Right, now our first tweet was we got here Mo Ibrahim Foundation at the Mo Ibrahim FDN. It's Independence Day in Kenya, and he did say hashtag, did you know that Kenya generates more than 70% of its electricity from renewable resources, including geothermal power and hydropower? That is according to Mo Ibrahim Foundation, as they were wishing Kenya independence. 59 years of independence in there for the people in Kenya. William Samoei Ruto, PhD at Williams Ruto, President of Kenya, the fifth. The first National Day celebration dedicated to a theme that is relevant to our national aspirations, tech and innovation. The promise of innovation is to enable us connect, innovate, and inspire. That is according to President William Ruto. William Samoei Ruto, PhD at Twitter. Dr. Samoei Ruto. Now, also on the other hand, this is for the SDGs Kenya Forum at SDGs Kenya Forum, saying, let us work together towards the path of development by leaving no Kenyan behind. Wish all a happy hashtag Jamhuri Day 2022, hashtag Kenya at 59. That was a tweet as of yesterday from the SDGs Kenya Forum, Sustainable Development Goals Forum. The hashtags that were trending during the celebrations was hashtag Jamhuri Day 2022, hashtag Kenya at 59, and hashtag Kenya. And also another hashtag, leave no Kenyan behind. Then the other coming in from UNDP Kenya at UNDP Kenya, the hashtag Kenya, the hashtag KE Innov ecosystem is on the move. As we mark hashtag Innovation Jamhuri, hashtag Jamhuri Day 2022, UNDP celebrates all Kenyans and innovators who continue to develop solutions that are addressing development challenges. We wish all Kenyans a happy hashtag Jamhuri Day 2022, hashtag digital, hashtag science, hashtag technology. It's a happy Jamhuri Day from UNDP Kenya. Then, according to Kenyans.co.ke's Twitter, that is at Kenyans, if I wasn't president, I wonder what the content of my small Facebook page with 2.3 million followers would earn for me daily. That was a quote from President William Ruto as he was addressing Kenyans yesterday at the Jamhuri Day celebrations at the Nyayo National Stadium. He was asking himself if he wasn't a state officer, he still wonders what the content of his small Facebook page with 2.3 million followers would earn for him daily. He was addressing on the matter regarding content creators and how Facebook should be able to pay content creators. Something that is quite important in there, if you look at that. Now, Mohammed Juma at Modi Juma did tweet that the second livestock export to Oman leaves Lamu Port out of 2,955 animals. 663 are camels, 375 bulls, 867 sheep, and 1,050 goats. Youth are urged to embrace livestock keeping and trade because it's one way of reducing poverty and radicalization. Hashtag Jamhuri Day 2022, Nyayo Stadium Meli, hashtag Kenya at 59. Now, if you really follow the economics of scale in Kenya, apparently livestock is one of the huge exports that Kenya has to offer in the export market. And the second livestock export, you can imagine, left yesterday during the Jamhuri Day celebrations to Oman, leaving the Lamu port, or the port of Lamu in Kenya, on the coast of Kenya. Jamhuri Day celebrations all over social media yesterday and even today. And of course, Kenya 59, the strongest economy here within the East African Community bloc, managing the largest of Uganda's exports and imports. That is, we who use the Northern Corridor, and of course the port of Mombasa. And so you can easily see why we should be celebrating this day with our Kenyan brothers and sisters in there. It's a happy independence, happy 59 years of self-rule for our Kenyan brothers and sisters. It's been a long journey. Uganda is at 60, Kenya at 59. The journey up to 60 years is taking center stage and has already kicked off from there. And there are lots of things that we can learn from the Kenyan people, and lots of those that we can ideally share. Not only the fact that we are business partners, not only that, but you can easily know that it's a country that we do share lots and lots of similarities in regards to brotherhood and business ideas all over. Okay, now we go into our SMB update as well. Now, here it's coming in from the Minister of State for Privatization and Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, who is encouraging the young people to identify the best and fast-moving businesses to ensure that they beat up the competition that is up there. Also advising them to study more to advance in business. But the key inspiration here is also to remain determined and withstand the pressure and the storm that comes to doing business, especially when you're just starting up, and also during the time of keeping this business functional, not only in the first year, but in the following years to come. So that is it in this update. Let's get it this morning.
I speak to you like one of you. We all started small. And I want to start by giving you that story of how I went into business. Before I went into business, I was born by a businesswoman and raised by a businesswoman. She's called Sarah Okoro. And her business, her first business, was when she was in exile, and she was only 14 years when she started that business. She didn't go to school. How many people didn't go to school, formal education? Anita Soma. Abata Soma Nganze Muliwa. Everyone here went to school. You see how President Museveni is good? UPE, you all went to school. So clap! Gonna where the days in Idi Amin's regime. You say, Abata Soma, the whole country puts up their hand. In Obote's regime, Abata Soma Muliwa, the whole country. But in President Museveni's regime, Bata Soma Muliwa, nobody. So please clap for President Museveni. So, my mother, who was in Obote's regime, did not go to school, and her first business was selling fish. She was a fishmonger, and she was doing it in DRC. She would get fish from Uganda because there are no good legs from the other side in DRC. So she would buy them small and cross the border and go to sell. And as she was doing that business after the war, you might all have heard my story. She actually gave birth to me when she was doing business. She then got pregnant at the age of 17. So when she got pregnant, she had to continue doing this business as they're in exile, in the refugee camp. She gives birth to me. And then when President Museveni captured power in 86, she gave birth to me in 84. And then she crossed with me to Uganda. By the time she brought me to Uganda, I was already able to know how to speak. I was speaking Lingala and French. But then she brought me, she came to say, come back home in Arua. She continued doing business. She graduated from doing the small business of being a fishmonger to now the business of selling clothes. So when she went into selling clothes, she would make fresh juice. Her restaurant, she left the textile business and said, no, I think I should go to fast-moving product. Because clothes is a luxury, isn't it? But people want food. Every day people would want to buy food. So she went and opened a restaurant. And the restaurant was the biggest. Those from Arua, you know Beaver Restaurant, in the main street of Arua town, next to Centenary Bank. It was the biggest restaurant in the whole of West Nile. So my mom continues with this business. And through that business, she was able to educate me at high school. By the time I was reaching university, she graduated from that business to becoming the only lady in transportation and logistics and moved to BAT. In BAT, she was awarded the best. But as she was doing her restaurant and doing the BAT business and she wants to close the restaurant, she told me I should come and learn and work with her. Just like yourselves, she had one big challenge. The challenge of not knowing how to keep her money. Record keeping. She will get the money and just mix everything. Put in the shelf. And I will tell mommy, how do you differentiate between profit and capital? You've mixed it. How much did you spend on a kilo of meat? And if you sell 1 kilo of meat, how much will you make? She wouldn't. She would just tell me, I know God will give me the money. I just continue. So when I was in senior 6 vacation, she asked me to come and help her. I did not like to touch money. I feared. I told mommy, for me, what I can only do is to collect the money and keep it. But you have to get someone to be able to do your accounts and do your bookkeeping, because I don't like issues of money, but I will keep it for you. So she puts me there because she knows I cannot steal her money. If I stole the money, then that meant that I will not have school fees. So I went there and went into the business, but I feared to do business. For me, I said I want to be a journalist. I want to be speaking on radio, speak my English, and be proud. And my mother told me, if you go into the radio, you'll be spoiled. You'll actually become a prostitute, because the men will hear your voice there, they'll come and tell you have a good voice. So she was worried of small things. And I told her, mommy, I will not. Okay, let's have a balanced deal. The deal was, now, I go on the radio, but after doing my radio program in the morning, I had to be at her business place to collect her money. So she put me there as a cashier to collect. And from that time, I kept my word, went to the university. Indeed, I did not become a prostitute. I got married properly. You can see the rings, and you've got to be daring. Okay? Because let nobody tell you cannot do it. If they tell you you can't do it, look at them in their faces and tell them the devil is a liar, I will do it.
Look at the young people. Our innovation space is one that is welcoming and appealing. It is one that is filled up with a lot of competition, but pretty much a time for us to at least engage in these activities as the young people, the youth especially. Because at the time when you look at the world that we are living in, it is limited when you look at the job space. The employment market is still limited. So it may not be easy for someone to get a job. It may not be that easy after you're done with university, you're done with school, or you're done with your training somewhere, and you're also done maybe with high school, and you're definitely hitting the market, or rather the employment space. It's not going to be easy for you. But when you look at the innovation space, that is one that has always been open, because every other day someone comes up with something new. It may not be another day, it may be another week, but or an upgrade of the situation. But also, you see, the entire idea is basically looking through the fact that we are moving steadily to becoming what the world wants us to see. But the only challenge is that some people in the country that we are actually living in are only facing the startup capital, initial capital. However, moving in and being resilient with the hardships of business, anyone can, if at all they have a vision for their business, and if at all they have customers, they can withstand that pressure. But at times, maybe we always get into these businesses because of public pressure, or because a friend of mine is doing the same business and I'm like, let me go in and do the same thing. But remember, with the world of new changes, innovation, transitioning, and scaling up yourself and changing your mindset and all that, these are things that you need to work on to at least see that you're ready for the next step in your entire life. But besides that, it is something that you could try to think of and see how you're going to engage in different certainties of life. Well, besides that, it is high time you thought about how you can quickly make some good money out of it. And the minister in there was actually reminding the young people to get determined, and also to at least study more, for those who have the chance to study more and advance in their businesses, but also especially identifying the best and fast moving businesses to at least see how they can fit in and benefit. So that is it for our business update. After the break, we've got sports business. Not only that, we have the entertainment business with Bariti Andrew. So stick around, we still have more and plenty of business ideas and updates to give you here on your daily Kickstarter. Good morning. Smart 24, driving business. Smart 24.